That was why. Then there was I don't know how many buses left on Yen and Killearn for Cookstown. They paid the bus fare.
Yeah. Well, whenever you left Killearn factory, then was there had he a shortage of workers in Killearn, or how did he cope with that? How did the factory here cope with the fact that people were going to Daintyfoot?
Well, I don't think so now. I don't think so. But you see, what happened was they went on short time too. They went on short time then.
That must be
that. You see, it was Weaving was. I suppose I don't know what happened, but I remember Sammy McKay saying it was to do with well, that wouldn't have been then. It would be earlier on when the mill. That was why the mill closed, because if the cotton in America, there was the civil. You see that. He explained it all one night. Were you talking to someone?
Oh, so God,
he is so less. I never knew that. And I went to see Gone with the Wind, and he explained about that there, that the cotton, the linen, maybe they brought the linen in, I don't know, don't know that part now, when they brought, but linen was awful hard to weave, Mickey.
Linen was hard to weave, and now, sure, you wouldn't. Linen got old fashioned and it got to use cotton, and then there was the new materials like
nylon. It was a nylon come out. Well, you see, but they wove a lot of damask in the factory down there, and it was quite good. It was all linen, tablecloths, and it was very good. Yeah. That was, some of it was damask, but I don't know what happened with it. There was something, whatever happened anyway with America, with the Civil War in America. Sammy could fill you in on it now for him.
Surely. Right, so then, how long did you stay in the Daintyfoot then?
I was in the Daintyfoot then till I left the Daintyfoot whenever, the 1970s, and I went to the shirt factory. Because my mother died, and my father then, he was there, and I went there then to the shirt factory. But it was a good factory too, but the Daintyfoot was a good factory. They paid good, they paid the London rate in the Daintyfoot. You see, he was a Jew like, but the conditions was good. They had a bonus, you got a bonus every Christmas.
That's right.
Whatever the profits, of the...
An awful lot of people went to work there, all right.
And Fisher's factory. And then there was the Gunnan's weaving factory. There was Gunnan's weaving factory in Cookstown too.
At that time, I always heard when I was at school that Killearn was a boomtown.
It was a boomtown.
Everybody. It didn't matter who you were, you could get a job.
Then started to build the Lawview Gardens. I remember my father worked out at Lawview Gardens. And that used to be Beatty's Field. That was Beatty's Field.
Well, they must have built that in 1950, 51.
They started before, the Lawview Gardens was before 51 because it would have been the 48, 49, because I remember then, and that's right, my father worked out at it.
Yeah. Well, we were living in Mina and
you were living at you lived at Lawview Gardens.
Gardens, number 42, Lawview Gardens, yeah.
Then Shirley and Rose McKay and Rose Mylick.
Yes.
And Alec May come to live in Lawview, but then they didn't stay long.
That's right, yes, I remember Alec.
And right enough, like Lawview's all cheap. Sure, Newton Kelly, sure you don't know anybody.
You wouldn't know one.
Mary is away now too, Mary and Wade, Mrs. Marsh, you don't know her. Mary and Wade, Gertie Wade and the Wades and Hull, Mrs. Hull, they're all dead. And Mrs. Newell.
Aye, Mrs. Newell, I remember her.
And all would you have remembered Gertie Simpson, Bob Simpson, the Blackwater Terrace? They're just below he lived above the Methodist, where the Methodist is.
That's right. And do you remember Winnie Simpson? Was it Winnie?
Winnie. Right enough, like.
Well, I lived beside Winnie. When we got married, we lived at TC Taggart. We lived beside Winnie.
Did you?
And Winnie was like a sort of a targe of a woman, but she had a heart of gold.
And my mother thought always said, God, she always felt her like. Winnie was always, she had to run the clubs for Alexander's, and then poor Derek, he would have been sent for the club money, and if somebody hadn't their money, he got 8 per you know. But right enough, like when he was all right, there was I met her the night before when she left Newton Kelly. She was living in Lough in Mount Cairn,
Right.
and she cried. And she cried,
Mm-hmm.
and like she was a hard woman.
She was a
But
hard big woman.
no, and she gave me £1, just get yourself a wafer. Right enough, you know. And I felt sorry for her and Alec that moved to the flat, and then they went into the home then. But I was talking till one of the not the Simpsons. Did you remember that Betty or Robert Wilson? Robert Wilson, he was married to Betty Conlon. Betty Connolly.
Conley.
You know, they lived in beside us. They lived next door to us. Robert Wilson.
I don't remember him now.
He was. She was one of the Simpsons that lived in Gorgonas.
Yeah.
Well, Lily Connolly was Simpson. Wee Alex's sister.
Yes, yes.
Wee Alex Simpson's sister.
Yeah.
Well, Betty's dead and Robert's dead too.
Oh, well, Tara. That's the way of it, isn't it?
And Susan Devlin.
And do you remember Alexander Bird?
Oh, did I do, surely, and maybe he's in the home down in, she's down in
Maybe
is it
in
Ashbrook or?
Ashbrook, aye.
Aye,
And
she's down there.
Alexander ended up, he was the mayor of Enniskillen.
I don't believe
He
you.
was. Now he's not at the minute, but he was. He was the mayor.
No way.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't know. He was only a child whenever I mind him. I wouldn't know him now, like. But it goes to show you too, like that Angus, when I was coming down, I was just coming over from past McGlinchey's, whenever this fella stopped me and he says, "Suppose you don't know me?" And I says, "Well," and then suddenly, for his hair had got dark, Angus Wilson. And Angus was blonde when he was a child in Newton Kelly. That was who lived next door to us. And he says, he said he was a missionary. He was travelling all over Ireland. He was a missionary. I don't know. Then he had another brother. I don't know where he went, and I don't know. But the two sisters was in the car. And I went over to talk to them. But like all them people, you know, the goody. But when I first went to Newton Kelly, there was the evacuees all come till it.
Right.
And that was the start of